Hello everyone, welcome to Reach Goals. Today, let's talk about the 6 best system design books. If you really want to master the system design, you have to understand some of the key topics like UI, which includes JavaScript, HTML, CSS, backend development like RESTful APIs, messaging systems like Kafka, cache management system which is Memcached or Redis cache, database systems like SQL, batch jobs, performance and scalability, security, log management and monitoring, deployment with zero downtime, and capacity planning as well. In this channel, I have a video for most of the topics and it will be a good start. For those of you who are good readers and enjoy reading rather than watching the videos, I recommend the 6 books to read and improve the system design knowledge. If you recommend any other interesting books for the system design, please share in the comments so that it will be helpful to me and others in the community. Now let's check the books one by one. The first one is Software Architect's Handbook, authored by Joseph. If you are a developer and want to advance your career as a software architect, this is something you should have on your table. This book helps to understand the organization, key domain areas, different patterns, etc. It delivers a structured overview and a good basic elaboration. Also, this book can be used as a great reference material during your projects or while you are preparing for an interview. Second in the list is E-commerce in the Cloud, Bringing Elasticity to E-commerce, authored by Kelly Gosha. If you need to understand a software system, you have to correlate it with an application. This book correlates e-commerce applications for learning and practicing. You will build the system design knowledge while understanding the key ingredients in the e-commerce application like Amazon.com, Walmart.com, etc. There are specific topics like how is enterprise e-commerce deployed today, how to deploy with zero downtime. It also talks about cloud computing like AWS. There is a talk about scaling and performance improvements. This book discusses about deploying in multiple data centers with zero downtime. It also talks about the topics like security, etc. This book helps to understand how to run a single e-commerce platform from multiple data centers, including several forms of multi-master. Also, the interesting topics like software as a service for e-commerce, content delivery networks, and global site load balancing services are discussed in detail. The third book is Designing Distributed Systems, Patterns and Paradigms for Scalable, Reliable Services, authored by Brendan Burns. Today, almost all the systems we are building for internet scale are highly distributed. In this case, you need to know the distributed system design. I recommend this book if you need to understand the distributed system design. One of the fascinating things which I learned from this book is sidecar pattern, and this helps to scale the system. Other than sidecar patterns, there are a variety of design patterns discussed in this book. Fourth in the list is Designing Data Incentive Applications, authored by Martin. There are a variety of interesting and fun topics in this book. I have gone through many of these chapters in this book. Some of the key topics are data model and query language, storage and retrieval, replication and partitioning, batch processing, and stream processing as well. The author uses Twitter as an example to explain the system design and other software engineering topics. This is one of the best-selling books on Amazon.com for the software architects and system engineers. I am proud to say that I have read this book from start to end. Fifth book is for the folks whose focus is only for the interview. The book is titled as System Design Interview, authored by Alex Zhu. Honestly, I have not read this book, but I have checked the topics covered in this book. If you are a person who is not interested in learning online and needs a book to understand the system design at a high level, you can check this book. This will focus on interview topics but will not help you to build a system on your own. This could be a refresher book before an interview. There are multiple system designs discussed in this book, like rate limiter, web crawler, URL shortener, YouTube, and streaming topics, etc. If you're interested in watching the video to learn the system design topics, I would suggest to follow this channel to learn variety of system design topics like online bus ticket booking, Twitter system design, CDN, Airbnb system design, payment processing design, WhatsApp messaging, Spotify, and many more system designs like this. And finally, the most important and the must read book is The Web Scalability for Startup Engineers. This book is authored by Arthur. This book is a highly engaging book. You will never get bored while reading this book. This helps you to understand how to build high scalable web applications. If you're a beginner, you have to read this book. The prime focus in this book is building horizontal scalable systems, cache management, how to design the front end layer, building RESTful web services, messaging, and event driven architecture, and many more. This is a book which covers the majority of the topics in the system design. If you recommend any other interesting books for the system design, please share in the comments. Thanks for watching.